Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of Darksiders 3. As usual, I have a relatively clear memory of where we are and what we're doing, but not some of the specifics, so just head up here. As far as I know, Wrath is at the top of these stairs. We made some progress in our previous episode. Oh, you know what? I should probably make a quick stop by... Actually, I have 0 souls. I was going to say I should stop by Vulgrim, but I think we're doing okay. We're recording this on a Sunday here in March 2020. Hope everybody's having a good weekend if you're watching this anywhere near the time that we are recording. And if you're watching this at some point in the future, I hope you have fond memories of this weekend. Maybe this is the one that did it for you. Everything went uphill from here. Okay, so it wants me to go that way. I'm going to go check this area here. This is, as I recall, pretty much a new area. Okay, this looks a lot like a... shortcut. But where does the shortcut come out? Okay, the big ravine rock quarry. I'm not sure I can make my way back here quickly, but I could make my way back here if I needed to. Hopefully, you know what? It'd be great. I don't actually know if the compass updates that we have a much, much faster way to get back here, but it'd be cool if it did. Oh! Oh my god. That guy, I didn't see him, and B, that was just... He waited his whole life for that. Oh, God, I hope that was as fulfilling as it looked. Okay. Boy, this is going a lot less well than it did last time. Okay, this time... Wait, is there anything... There's nothing up here, right? No. Sometimes hidden ledges up above areas slip my notice. Boy, the range on the hammer is something that I've had some difficulty adjusting to. It's the only weapon that I don't think she throws at all. Wow, okay. Yeah, you would have thought that I would have figured out that he did that last time. I really don't want to take my eyes off him. The big guys. The big guys are the ones that really make me say, I need to upgrade my damage build. Can I squeeze through here? Yes. And there's even a reason to do so. Well... That was me very nearly walking off the edge. And here I was thinking that if you flip these guys onto their back with a hammer dodge, that they couldn't then immediately block what you were trying to do to them. Okay, well, hey, he dropped a health pack, so all is forgiven. All right, so it looks like I could drop down there, but I really don't want to. This doesn't seem like an area... Whoa, hold on. That looks too high to rocket jump, but I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah. There's a rope here, but there's not a lot of rope climbing mechanics that have ever been introduced, so I don't think that that's it. I don't get the feeling that there's a lot of place to go from here. Jumping down would for sure be a backtrack, so I think I'm going to take the thing that I found there on the edge and call it a victory. All right, I would really like to... Yeah, get this guy on his lonesome. All right, well, as long as this fire puddle is going up, we might be able to use that to our... He thought to himself, oh, I'll just stand with my back to her. She'll think I'm not paying attention. Picking up some crafting materials here. I'm kind of digging it. For anybody who's watching this live, there's many other people that are streaming today that are all very, very talented and deserve your attention as well. Tashir Games is back on the sticks with some Division 2. He got a chance to play with Patikin a short time ago. Both of them are in the Sunny Pandas Beach Babes community. So it's always fun to see them get together. He Who Dies was in as of just a few minutes ago, and I think that he's going to continue adventuring with them. He Who just did his own stream building his brand new PC, and apparently it is ripping quick. He said that he can now play anything he wants with absolutely no performance issues whatsoever. So that is very exciting. Hopefully we'll continue to see some great streams from him in the days to come. I missed the PC. There's been so many streams that I have missed. My producer's gotten to tune into some of them, but work between the two of us has been so busy. I don't want this guy to kill me. Okay. Okay, so it looks like I want to get on that platform and get wheeled across. What in the hell am I doing? That was a very odd decision, because I looked at that gondola coming, or whatever you want to call it, and said, well, that one's sideways, I can't jump onto it. And then when I looked away for just a heartbeat, apparently my mind reset. Okay, yes, this one I can get to. Okay, that all worked out. Well, you know something, there's a lot worse places that I could have decided to walk off the edge, or dodge off the edge. Okay, we're gonna let the sideways broken one go. I wonder if you can, like, find the right sequence of platforms that you could use your float powers to go backwards off the thing. Yeah. Okay, this... Oh, that's the thing that I couldn't get before. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to do the gondola sequence again, but I definitely want whatever this is. Oh, invisible wall. Well, since this next section here, just as we get back up, has no combat, I would like to share, and so just for anybody who might catch this now or in the future, we're very careful about spoilers here. If I'm going to say anything that could conceivably be considered a spoiler, I will call it out and mention it ahead of time. And the next thing that I say will have no spoilers whatsoever, because yesterday, my producer and I got to watch Knives Out, the Rian Johnson movie, and it was great. It was really, really good. I am always concerned about overselling things, so I feel a little bit bad talking about how much we enjoyed it, but it was so much fun. And people who are fans of the channel know that there's a little bit of a catch-22 with talking about things that I like, because if I dislike something, I will feel free to hold forth on it at length, talking about, you know, how disappointing it is and whatever. So yeah, that is definitely the end of the line here. I mean, I can freeze those grinders, or at least I assume I can, but I don't think it would get me anything to do so. Yeah, I mean, I can't slip through the gate. Not that I can see, so I think this is it. But, when I really like something, I don't want to say anything at all about it at all. You know, I don't want to say anything, because I think that people benefit from seeing things as blind as possible. And that was my level of knowledge for Knives Out. I really didn't know anything about it except that it was very well received, and as a result, and I sort of had a vague idea of who was in it. It was extremely well made. I feel like all of the reviews did that movie justice in their tone. I haven't read through them or anything, but it was very well received, and having seen it, I agree. So, Knives Out, big thumbs up from both of us. Yeah, for me, going into much more detail than that, like to say that it was that a movie was. Hold on.
Humans were outmatched in the apocalypse. Their civilization is now mere fodder for demons.
They truly were a pathetic species. But there are shades of intelligence in their monuments.
Have the humans grown on you, mistress?
Hardly. I pity their hubris. They believed they could control this world's destiny.
Still, these towers are impressively ambitious, as if they were reaching upwards, looking for purpose in the heavens. What irony they were consumed by hell.
Indeed.
What I was going to say is that when I like a movie, to even start to say, oh, it was really funny, or really scary, or really suspenseful, you know, whatever it is, whatever quality it had that made me enjoy it so much, I feel like talking in too much detail about it will only serve to undercut that experience for other people, because then they're going into it with a set of expectations. Most people want to know something about a movie before they go see it. Like, you know, some people just have a low tolerance for subtitles. Some people don't like particular actors. Or like, I personally, not a big fan of mob movies. I don't like crime family movies. I find them tedious. So, you know, it can be helpful to know something about it. So, like, the broad elevator pitch for Knives Out is that it's let's go with mystery. I feel like even calling it a murder mystery is a little bit too inaccurate, because there are so many revelations to be had. I will say this about Knives Out. If you believe it has been spoiled for you, that you heard something about it that was spoiler, unless the person doing the spoiling talked for 5 minutes in a lot of detail, I think that the movie will still have some surprises left for you, because it is a robust script. I am not having a good time with this fight. Hold on. Oh, God. How do you like it, dipshit? But that I think is truly all. I'd like to say a few other things, like talk about some of the performances that I thought were particularly good. Everyone in it is so well acted. But aside from that, I'll leave it for a different opportunity. We've talked some about doing a stream that is a little bit less strict on spoilers. The idea would be that we would acknowledge in advance, hey, we're going to be talking in sort of a more freewheeling fashion, so just be aware, and then going through it like that. It'd probably be hello to More Than a Mia. It would probably be sort of like a Stellaris or a Civilization 6 stream, something like that, where there would be plenty of time for conversation, but it's sort of one of those ideas that has been percolating in the background. Mia, I hope that you're having a fantastic Sunday. Okay, Fury, don't get your hair caught in this. When I was young, like 10 years old or so, they set up like a Halloween, it wasn't really a haunted house, but just sort of like a spooky thing in, I think it was like in the basement of a local church. And I was going through it, and I became very, very uncomfortable and had to back out. And the high school is running it. I think that they felt bad that they'd scared me. Like, oh no, look, it's just me with a hand. Like, it's just like a scary glove. It's fine. And I for some reason wasn't very good at articulating what the issue was. I wasn't scared of the spooky tunnel that I was going through. It was the fact that oh Christ, hold on a second. My costume that I was wearing for this Halloween event had a cape on it, and the cape was catching on things as I was sort of crawling through, and that was what was making me uncomfortable. It was sort of touching off, it was pulling up around my neck, and I was worried, not really choking, but it was triggering claustrophobia. And maybe it's just that I hadn't previously had any encounters with claustrophobia in my life, so I didn't have the language to it. But I got the cape off, and then I went back through it. And I could never tell. Now, even now to this day, I don't know if because they commented, I'm like, oh, look who's back. And I couldn't tell if they were, nah, that was gonna happen. Interesting. Mia and Chivalry took a pottery throwing class. I don't think I know what pottery throwing is. I know what pizza throwing is, but I doubt that pottery throwing works in the same way. Wait, I'm right back where I was. I think? I must have... I'm not aware of having passed a Vulgrim. I thought I was starting all the way over. this big shield guy, man. Wait, where the hell? No! Whoa! Hold on, I am way back. I am way back. Hold on a second. This is... I know exactly where I am, and this is... nowhere near where I was. Hold on. Okay, well, I do appreciate the fact that the tornadoes get in behind his defense, but... Okay, so hold on a second. Let me read something about pottery throwing. Okay, well, Brave is... Okay, hold on. Chivalry wants to say that pottery throwing is throwing pots at one another. Interesting. I would have called that pottery spinning, so it turns out that pottery throwing is basically that scene from Ghost minus the ghost, or the sex. Actually, I can't say that. For some people, there's probably still the sex, but why is that not called pottery spinning? I still feel like I'm very far away from where I was as of the last death. Clearly, there's something about the environment here that I have overlooked. The game believes it has put me at the nearest Vulgrim, and I'm simply not sure on how to get back to where I was. Hold on, we'll check chat in just a second. Yes, no, helping with the shortcut is definitely not a spoiler. Okay, so hold on. Let's work with Brafe to reset, because I can follow the skull around. Okay, first of all, where's the Vulgrim? Okay, so here's the Vulgrim, and I know that if I go over here to the left, that will take me through one of the shortcuts that I unlocked. And then this is the long way, which is where the shield guy hangs out. But is it up here? It might be up here. Hold on. Okay, I didn't realize we were above that room. Yep, okay. Thank you, Brave. Yeah, I did not realize that we... Yeah, I just didn't put that together. Okay, that's going to save a lot of time. Thank you very much. I feel like most of the other shortcuts that we've unlocked, I've been on point of being like, okay, this connects here, and now I can get here more quickly. That one completely bypassed me. I was absolutely turned around as to where we were. Okay, still nothing up here. It is so satisfying to unlock the shortcuts in this game, because then you know, here's a whole bunch of stuff that I don't need to go to and won't need to burn my healing nodules on. This is possibly the worst time in history to try to bring this up with all of the, you know, pretend violence happening, but in the real world... Hold on a second, I'm not going to try to do this story right now. I wanted to bring up kind of a charity event that's happening right at the moment. It's an interesting one, and for an excellent cause. And it's kind of difficult with all these fallen angel clones. Okay. While I'm running, just for 1 second, so... I'm trying to think of how much of this story to do. Let's just skip straight to the end. If you're a fan of Survivor, and you remember Millennials versus Gen X, Hannah Shapiro was one of the participants in that season, and she has announced on Twitter that anybody who donates $50 or more to the ALS Foundation, she will do a Skype conversation, a one-time, one-question Skype conversation. You'd want to reply to the Twitter thread with the receipt and your Discord name. What did I say? Twitter? I think I meant on her Twitter thread. You want to respond with your receipt and your Discord name, and she will hop in and you can ask her a question about either Survivor or life, she said. I have no idea what anybody would want to ask Hannah Shapiro as a single one-time question, but if that in any way will inspire you to give to the ALS Foundation, I hope that you will consider doing so. This is in response to the most recent, as of this recording, the most recent episode of Winners at War, the current Survivor season, where one of the contestants, Yule, I cannot attempt to describe this scene. You should look it up if you can right now on the CBS website. Jonathan Penner, who is another previous participant in Survivor, his wife is battling ALS, and it is absolutely devastating. And that was one of the things that was remarked upon, brought up in this recent episode. And Hannah decided that she wanted to do her part, and we can all do ours. If you can donate any amount of money to that, that would be fantastic. Boy, that talking about an ALS charity seems hugely tonally dissonant to beating the crap out of this giant shield guy, but we take the opportunities we have. Oh! Oh! I was just about to do my Fury power, I swear to God. Yeah, we don't even follow Hannah on Twitter, but some of the other people that we do follow her, and saw that offer and was like, okay, that's not something that I think that we would take advantage of. But again, if that would inspire anybody. Hannah is a super interesting and funny person, but man, Twitter's a weird place, and sometimes it feels best to just sort of absolutely keep your distance from people. And when you listen to an interview with Hannah and she talks about like some of the real creepos that have sort of not really come after her, but just sort of expressed an unhealthy level of interest in her, it's just like, you know what? Just people can live their lives. I don't need to follow them on Twitter. It's fine. Personally, for me, there were two sort of fun factoids about Hannah's time on Survivor specifically. First was when Millennials vs. Gen X was like the Survivor season, like whatever year that was, the television lineup was so anemic that, and this, well, see, that sounds like I'm being insulting towards Hannah, and I'm really not. The TV Guide published a list of their top 10 new characters on television, and Hannah was like number 7. Which I still think is hilariously funny, just because she was such a great character on Survivor. But I feel like those lists are usually intended for fictional characters, as opposed to just personalities that really catch your attention. And one of the reasons that, I don't know why I'm smashing this, like there's nothing in these anymore, right? Oh, no, there's souls. Pursue physics. The other thing was that Hannah, during one of the challenges, had an anxiety attack and had to be like visited by medical during a challenge in which she was sitting out. And I think it's interesting and important for like mainstream television series, reality series, or whatever to highlight the fact that anxiety doesn't necessarily play by comprehensible rules, especially if you're not someone who experiences anxiety. So you would say, well, you know, why is she having a panic attack over a competition that she's not even a part of? And the answer is because it's anxiety, man. It just messes you up. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know how to get past this guy. Fighting the trash, as Chivalry would put them, it feels so non-productive because he's just gonna summon more of them. Love to knock that damn horn out of his hand. There we go. Now I just have to avoid getting got by his buddies. Okay, so let's pause for 1 second. this is going to lead into a pair of grinders. Is there any reason to want to go this way? I kind of don't think so, but I really want to look. If I fall into these grinders, man, I'm going to be really upset. Oh, it is slightly faster than she is. Nope. Okay, no! Okay, that's her at a full run. I'm going to stay off of this thing. I'm going to get swept to my doom and then feel really dumb. Yeah, to me, the opportunity to interact with a celebrity, in this case, Hannah, in any case, for like one question, what would you ask? I just don't, I don't get it. The celebrity, like, has their own life and their own friends. They're not interested in you. It reminds me of an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry David encountered someone who would only help him out if he could arrange a meeting with Julia Louis-Dreyfus. And Larry David was like, why? Why do you want to meet her? What do you think? She's going to leave her husband for this guy? Like I don't understand what the appeal is. She's just a person, you know? And that's sort of how I think of it. But if you ever, like, I don't know, really wanted to ask Hannah what television shows she's written for or anything else, and you know, that's going to inspire you to give money to ALS research, fantastic. I kind of feel like it's just this. So I don't know why she has such a horrible recovery time here. There we go. Okay, can I get around the edge of this thing? I'm willing to bet not. No. But if I can start the conveyor belt, then it will carry the things forward. Oh my goodness, hello to everyone coming over with Tashir. Patikin is here, I bet Tashir is here. And now I have all sorts of questions about where I do go, because clearly this is not it. Wait, why am I giving up on this so quickly? I might be able to rocket jump over this. Tashir, for anybody who didn't just come over, has been playing The Division 2, and... Wait, this is also blue. But I have nothing to jump against, so that's not quite going to work. I can't get over it, and I can't get around it, so I'm going to have to investigate some other place. So, hey, thank you very much for the shout-out, Mia. If anybody here didn't hear the... here we go. Didn't hear the previous segment, there is an event happening now-ish on Twitter where if you ever wanted a positive excuse to donate money to ALS research, Hannah Shapiro from Survivor Millennials vs. Gen X is doing an offer where she will get onto Discord and you can ask her a question. Something about her time on Survivor or something about her, you know, life in general. And this is a big one, if you donate, I believe it's $50 or more to ALS research, and Yule has provided a few different links to where you can do that. So just sort of a thought to get us kicked off on this Sunday. Okay, I can definitely go up there. I don't know what is good about climbing these yet. Okay, more carts. Okay, it doesn't look like this conveyor belt's going to move at all. There's nothing on top of that one, is there? Hold on a second. Nope. I don't think there's... Wait. Aha! Yeah, for anybody who didn't just come over, Tashir was playing The Division 2 and doing a whole bunch of late-game content in the new Warlords of New York division. It looked to me like he made a whole bunch of progress. One of the main story points is going after, is it Aaron Keener, I believe? But I'm not sure if Tashir had finished that off earlier. In other news, Tashir has recently been doing a full-length playthrough of Doom 2016. In fact, I'm positive it is not his first time through the game. Unfortunately, I managed to miss every single one of those streams due to work, but I'd very much like to be able to catch the VODs. Also, Patikin came over. Patikin has been making rapid progress through Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the second DLC pack, the Fate of Atlantis DLC pack. Oh, nice. Patikin's also going to be playing, replaying Doom. Okay, I'm just going to... Okay. Just looking at where our shortcut got us. It is this gate right here, so we don't have to go through that crawly hole anymore. Yeah, I think it was 1 week ago from this recording that Patikin mentioned his intent to finish the entire second DLC pack for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I was like, that is... I mean, if anybody can do it, Patikin can do it. But that struck me as being ambitious, because that second DLC is a comprehensive package. There's a lot to go through. Go get it! Alright. Poor jump timing. Oh, wait. This is where I didn't jump to. Okay. Well, that's just fine.
What would you ask of this humble merchant?
So, I'm going to serpent hole back to Maker's Forge. We haven't done any weapon upgrades in this episode, and I feel like we're about to. Hello to Club. Club, I hope that you're having a great weekend at all. And Patikin says that he expects to have finished the story content at least within 2 streams.
How can my hammer be of service, Fury? Aiming to
Well,
lay down
that's a good question.
mighty
So,
hard
I have 4 pieces of adamantine, 0 slivers. Is it fragments I can buy? I could get another fragment. Probably. Fragments or pieces? Sliver, piece, fragment. Yeah, let me go see which one I can buy.
Take care. And, watch your back, eh?
What would you ask of this Take your time.
Okay, fragment is what I can buy. Slivers and fragments, no
As
pieces.
you wish. Farewell for now.
So if I can get an upgrade to the hammer, I'm definitely going to get that, because I need something to help beat down those shield guys. Let me just double check.
What do you need? Aiming to lay down a mighty
Okay,
hard
1
tower?
fragment. I could do the chains. I really do like the chains. But if I save up for 2 more pieces of adamantine, then I could get the whip upgraded again. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to buy enough slivers to do anything meaningful. Okay, let's buy at least 1 fragment.
Take care. And, watch your back, eh?
Club saying that he just won the Clash thing in League of Legends, and it was a lot of fun. I'm not familiar with the Clash thing.
Greetings. Take your time.
Buy this.
Say what as you wish. Farewell for now.
And then we'll probably bank the last 1,200 souls towards the next level. But I do also have a lot of lurcher caches that I can cash in. Upgrade weapon.
Down a mighty hurt, are we?
Yes, please.
Oh, what beautiful havoc you'll wreak with that.
So, if I can save up enough to get 4 fragments, I could upgrade the mallet again. Oh, gosh, I really want to upgrade these, but it would be so much smarter to just save them for the whip upgrade. So I'm going to back up out of that.
Let's see what I can do for you.
Okay, I have enough angelic fortifiers to upgrade my health. I definitely want to do that, but before I commit, let's just see what else is on the docket. Yep, no Essence of a Chosen, not yet anyway. I could upgrade this, which is health per minute. It's a passive upgrade, and as Brave put it, the number, like, it's 54 per minute, and I think that her health is measured in the hundreds or possibly thousands, so I'm not sure that would work. Club is saying that the Clash thing was a small online tournament of 3 games, and he won. Hey, congratulations. Okay, our alternative here is chance weapon spawns wrath when killing an enemy. Yeah, I don't need that as much as I need the health, so we are going to upgrade the angelic artifact.
Didn't think it was possible, but now you're even deadlier.
Yeah, all I need is an Essence of a Chosen, and I'll be all set.
Interesting. Aiming to lay down a mighty hurt, are we?
Okay.
That's some blessings.
So, before I commit to what I'm going to do... Okay, we've got lots... Oh my gosh. 17 small lurcher caches. So... most of these I should probably spend on levels, but is there a particular upgrade for a weapon that I really want to get that I can get to purchasing? I'm not going to upgrade Salvation. I mean, it's a little bit of damage, but it's not enough for the amount of cash that I'd have to invest in that. I buy 4 fragments. That seems kind of expensive. Or 6 slivers. Or both.
Interesting. That's some blessings to you, Fury.
Alright, well, these things aren't going to do any good at all as long as they are... Okay, 93,000 souls is what we have to work with.
What would you ask of? Take your time.
I am going to buy 4 of these.
An excellent choice. As you wish.
And I'm not sure if I'm going to buy the...
Do make sure they scream.
the slivers, because the slivers, like, are still found around, and if I have no purpose for them, I guess I could sell them at that point, sell them for souls.
How can a hammer be of service, Fury?
Upgrade
Aiming
weapon.
To lay down a mighty
Yep.
hurt town? Didn't think it was possible, but now you're even deadlier.
Now I could buy 6 fragments and get it upgraded again. And 6 slivers. Yeah, you know what? Let's just spend. Try to get all the weapons up. Brafe is confirming, by the way, that there are 5 Essence of Chosens in the main game, which is valuable information, so thank you for that.
Humble merchant.
Don't tell me where they are. I will either find them or not, as fate dictates, but I am glad to know that I don't have to buy the DLC for them. Okay, so... did I say 4 or 6 of these? Crap.
A wise decision. I knew you couldn't resist.
So,
As you wish. Farewell
I managed to
for
forget
now.
a single-digit number between here and there, so please forgive me. I'm going to underbuy, and then if I need to go back and buy 2 more. I know that watching Fury run laps to and from Hammerman here is is riveting, but I don't want to waste my cash. Okay, so I need 2 more of those and 2 more of those. Yeah, the way I'm thinking about it, I want to make sure that I can dish out as much damage as possible.
Good eating.
Show me your wares. We're going to buy 2 more of these.
I knew you couldn't
2 more of these. And then you know what? I know the next round of upgrades is going to be another 2 of these, so let's just buy them right now.
I knew you couldn't resist. A wise decision. As you wish.
Okay, and then whatever's left over, I think I'm going to wind up just spending on leveling up.
How can a hammer be aiming to lay down
Okay,
a mighty
level up
hard
the... Yep.
Anything that was possible, but now
And then
you're even
this.
deadlier. Oh, what beautiful havoc you'll wreak with that.
This thing right here.
That was possible. Anything that was possible, but now you're even deadlier.
Okay, and now from here, the next... So I'd buy another 6 of these and get the Edge of Scorn up. Or I could see what I can find in the world, because I can't imagine that they are sold for as much as they are bought for. That just doesn't make... Vulgrim's a profiteer, if nothing else, so I'm going to pass on that for now. And we are going to spend the rest of this 50,000 on upgrading ability points.
What would you ask? This will be fun for both of us.
Okay, the last 3,800. Do I want to put that in here? Or do I want to buy a fragment? I'm going to buy a fragment. Show me your wares.
An excellent choice. As you wish.
Okay, and now the rest we will
As you wish. Farewell.
Okay, now... Okay. She is a lot more powerful than she was 10 minutes ago. I think across the board.
Please take your time.
Brave is saying maybe 6 essences. Okay. Okay, now, I rode the gondolas up from the right there.
The Earth never ceases to impress with its variety of abominations.
I thought they had all been destroyed.
You know these things?
When they were free, we called them...
Hold on, I just got another 10,000 souls. Boy, I'm kind of tempted to immediately now go back and thank those souls. I think that's, if it's not enough to make the next level, it is darn close. Nope! Oh, I really thought she was done there. Okay, between the souls that I just picked up in the medium lurcher cache, I am pretty well assured that I can get another level if I want it, and I definitely want it. Let's see.
Good eating. This will be fun for both of us.
Okay, so what do I need? About 4,000? Gosh, maybe the lurcher cache isn't going to be enough. Oh, it's enough. And I do see those things to give me more ability points. Again, I'm saving them until late.
Will be fun for both of us.
Okay, gosh, I gotta say, 12,000 souls. I can go buy some more crafting materials.
As you wish. Please take your time.
Actually, I don't know why I came back, because I can't actually afford enough fragments. Yeah. Sorry, Vulgrim.
Good eating.
Show me your wares. I am gonna buy some fragments here.
An excellent choice.
Yeah, screw it. I'm sure I'll need it for something. Alright, let me go see if I just bought enough to actually do another upgrade.
How come I ham him in to lay down a mighty hurt, Terry?
Yep, exactly enough. Yeah, that works out just fine.
Some of my best work.
Okay.
Interesting. Good luck to you, Fury.
Yeah, I actually really would like to upgrade the glaive. It's just, it's not a primary weapon. It's always going to be sort of a tertiary weapon. You've got your whip, and then you've got whatever your secondary is, and then the glaive is like, oh yeah, also I can do that. Gives me a little bit of crowd control, but it's never going to be a major damage dealer, I don't think. The next Stellaris expansion pack, the Federations expansion, comes out on Tuesday, and boy howdy, I am really looking forward to it. I don't think it'll make any streams, but I was actually thinking that we should put on Twitter instructions for how viewers can create their very own Mia race. More Than a Mia has her own canonical civilization in Stellaris, and it'd be fun to see other people get to put her into their games as well. Boy, if he'd been facing in my direction, he really would have been impressed by that. Whoa, okay, that was a little bit more backhanded damage than I was hoping for. I've got some bad news about this one, guys. I don't think it's going to happen. Nope. Oh! Sorry, that was the last thing I expected to come up. If my mom had appeared on screen, it would have been less surprising than that. Wow, okay, Essence of a Chosen. We did it. Uthane will want to see it. And so will I. That was like a jump scare. I've never streamed like a horror game because I just assume it would be very boring because frankly I find jump scares super boring, but if it went like that, maybe it would be very entertaining. So you're saying GG. Yeah, if you I don't know if you were in earlier, but I would reiterate what I said in chat, that I really had a good time watching the Division 2 stream today. Oh, okay, that's where the blocks are going. We got that started up. And it looks like we can get down over here. Yes. All right, that's good. This is a new shortcut. So now I'm just the smallest bit self-conscious about all of the souls that were just spent, because now I want to use them to buy whatever angelic or demonic artifacts I need to get the max level on that ability. Oh, there's a couple shortcuts we unlocked. Okay. I feel pretty comfortable about where we have to go. You know what? Let's, since we can, let's go back to Volgrim and see if we can possibly cash in that Essence for Chosen, or if we want to. I don't know how common they're going to be, how many I'm going to be able to find, so I want to make sure that they get spent in order of importance.
Please take your time.
By the way, to everyone in the world, I saw, like, we were updating the... If you scroll down a little bit on our Twitch page, we try to keep a list of things that some of our friends in the streaming community have been playing recently. And when the hell has Hiseo been streaming... Oh gosh, what was it now? Oh man. See, this is... proper names always fail me when I'm on mic. He was playing something, it's like, when did these streams occur? Like, I feel like we've been keeping an eye on his channel and have even seen some of the recent ones. Like, oh, here's this game that I'd never heard of him playing at all.
Let's see what that can do.
Okay, so. We could get this one. This would increase both physical and arcane damage with the weapon by 20% and further increase her health. All good things all across the board. We only need, what is that, about 5 more demonic artifacts. Or we could do this one, damage from this weapon returned as health, and Havoc form duration 200%. Now that second thing doesn't sound like a big deal, except that when Fury takes damage in Havoc form, it comes off the duration bar. So it's just another form of health. That's actually a really good thing, going up to plus 200%. That seems really good, but I would need a lot more angelic artifacts to do that. This is another super good one, but would be very, very expensive to get upgraded. We've got this one keyed up. I think this might be our winner. I'm not going to commit to it, but having both greater Havoc, that would allow us to use Havoc form a lot more frequently, and I mean a lot more frequently, to go from 10% to 50%, but then also the evade invincibility window, that's like the whole game. That's like 30% of everything that I'm doing on screen at all time is, you know, maximizing that evasion. So we might go with that one. And by the way, which one was it? It was this one, and we would need 5 more demonic artifacts. Yeah. I'm not going to commit to that one, but it's it currently feels like top of the list. It seems to be very, very useful for
What would you
defensive
ask of
purposes
this?
and for
Please take
being
your
able to use
time.
Havoc form a lot more frequently. Okay, I want to go back to the blocks, and boy, I've completely forgotten. Here it is. Okay. Now, I assume what I want to do is freeze the grinders so that they don't chew up the blocks. How do I get out of here again? Over here. If we freeze the grinders so that they don't chew up the blocks, then we can stand on top of the blocks and get across. Okay, this is not going according to plan so far. Okay, I'm gonna get chewed up if I don't get off this thing. Oh, hold on. I accidentally discovered there's a thing under here. No, this is how I got into this area in the first place. Okay. Why did the thing stop? Why did the... I don't know why the conveyor belt stopped. I can freeze things, Fury can freeze things temporarily, but she can't normally just stop them dead. Let's go see if we can throw the switch again. I talked a few minutes ago, at least briefly, about Knives Out. Highly recommended. Really enjoyed it. In other news, I also... and I watched this one alone because... well, frankly, I'm glad that I did. Huh. Okay. So this is slightly concerning. I don't know why the conveyor belt stopped. Maybe I don't need it because the grinder also stopped. Maybe I can now just run across it. Rafe is saying that I broke the game again. That is... Oh, wait. The grinder is still going. So here's what I thought was going to happen. Ride the blocks down, freeze the grinder, and then I'd be able to jump up there. At the moment, I'm not feeling like I have a lot of options other than committing suicide. And I don't have any souls on me, so let's do that. Hopefully, if we reset the level, the conveyor belt will resume moving. Oh, the end of that sentence was going to be, I watched Skyscraper, starring Dwayne Johnson, and Neve Campbell was in it. That movie feels like it was a real labor of love for the people that made it. Like, there's actually a lot to it. There's a lot of... It's not a very complicated movie, but they clearly put a lot into it. It's not just man versus fire. But at the same time, boy, does it go on for a while. Okay, the conveyor belt is moving, as you can all see. boy. Yeah. You can always feel it. You can feel it right when the combat animation gets away, and it's like, okay, I'm not dead yet, but in 2.5 seconds I'm going to be, and I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Yeah, if the worst bugs I encounter in a game is, oops, the conveyor belt stopped, and you're gonna have to die to reset it, and you're standing right here, and it's not a big deal, I'm okay with that. Like, it's irritating if it happens a bunch, but if that's the worst bug I see, it's okay. I was watching, so Dan Tack is the PC editor at Game Informer, and he has been sick for about a week now with something which, if it isn't the COVID-19 coronavirus, it is something that has all of the symptoms. However, he's young enough that he seems to be falling into the category of someone who gets some really unpleasant flu-like symptoms for a week, 10 days, and presumably then is getting over it. But he was talking in his own Twitch stream about how he foresees the rest of 2020 unfolding, and he said that he will not be surprised if the launch of the Xbox, the next Xbox, and the PlayStation 5 are delayed from what they would be. E3 has already been canceled. Game Developers Conference 2020 has been canceled. Gamescom has not yet been canceled, but it's difficult to envision a show of that size in Europe going on as planned. So, yeah, the idea that engineering, manufacturing, and supply lines could be delayed enough to delay the next consoles generation makes sense to me. Okay. Well, I'm going to try what I did last time. Oh, wait, sorry. I have the wrong Fury ability here. Nope. I don't know how to do this. At all. Yeah, I'm just gonna die here. Okay, clearly I need a much better plan than jump into the meat grinder and figure it out later. And that, incidentally, that's why I wanted to fight Big Shield Guy, because I feel like I need a little bit of space to work that out, and he does not respect your personal space. The Shield Guy is not practicing social isolation. He's going to be right in your face the entire time. So what I'm thinking... Well, let's get down there and think about it. Yeah, if it was some random guy, just for the record, if it was some random dude speculating on the possibility of the console generation being delayed, you know, I probably wouldn't pay it a lot of credence, but Dan is a thoughtful and carefully worded individual, so, you know, maybe it was the cold meds talking, but I think that he's probably reacting to information that he's hearing from others. All right, it's the health bar is right at that, you know. Do I or do I not want to use a Nephilim's Respite? So, new plan. Freeze the conveyor belt, jump up on top of the thing. I'm not sure that I have a... Wait, what the hell? All right, hold on. Okay. Oh, that's much easier than what I was trying to do. I thought I had to, like, get down onto the grinder. I didn't realize there was a platform right up here. Okay. Nope, don't go down there. All right. If there is something on the sort of lattice work just above the grinder, I guess I will miss it. Oh, God. You know what I've been... So I've been absolutely terribly remiss in two things. First of all, Tashir has an album that was released earlier this year, in January of 2020. It is called Coney Island, and you can find it on... a variety of streaming services. Actually, so I always say that, but it may not be streaming yet. If you visit Tashir Games at TASHERRE Games, there's links to where you can purchase that and hear it. There is also a video that was put out as sort of a preview ahead of the full album release that you can find on YouTube, and that is called Reign. That's REIGN. And you can find that by doing a YouTube search for Tashir. Tashir Rizay, RISAY. RISAY is how that goes. Nothing up there. But, unless I misread Twitter, he has another project in the works. So I hope that you will follow him on Twitter. I'm not going to attempt to say his... Twitter handle here, because I think I'll probably get it wrong, but if you do a Twitter search for Tashir Rizay, it will come up right away, and I'm quite certain... Yeah, I, again, could feel that just getting away. I'm quite certain that his Twitter feed is also linked at the bottom of his Twitch channel, so if you are watching this, you can scroll down a bit on our channel and find... a link directly to his channel, which will then lead you very quickly to his Twitter. So, I had intended to continue calling out Coney Island and... Yes, this way. It's just now occurring to me that I think I threw a switch and I didn't pay attention to where it went. I think I threw a switch. I might have unlocked another shortcut so that I don't have to do this segment. And I feel very self-conscious about the fact that I don't know where it was. Alright, do I think I can just get past this guy now? Sort of proven that I can. Whoops. Hold on, that's gonna get real bad. I wonder if I could knock Big Shield Guy onto the conveyor belt and he'll just sort of tumble into the grinder. That relies him on being slightly more immobile than he is. Oh, okay. Okay, everybody just relax for 1 second. I really want to get up here. Brave has, by the way, filled in the missing piece. No! God damn it! Okay, let's read what Brave has to say. There's a shortcut from the main Vulgrim room now. You could teleport to the main Vulgrim room and go from there. Okay, is the main Vulgrim room... Because I'm very interested in not having to fight that guy anymore. I'm not sure which one is the main Vulgrim room. I kind of feel like it's this one. No, this is not the one I was thinking of. Yeah, this is the issue with the serpent holes. They all kind of look the same. I think this is it. Drilling Annex. Is this the main Vulgrim room? Okay, yes, Brafe is confirming. Okay, so I can get there more quickly from here. Let's see if I can figure out how that is done. We can still climb up there, but have I unlocked any other paths? Oh, not down that way for sure. It might be up here. Whoops. Go up them over to the newly opened door. Hopefully this is the up. Leave this room. Hold on. So, let's jump down here. So, if I'm leaving this room, am I going up by way of the swing? Okay, got it. I'm always worried that people will say, like, oh, he's just, like, following instructions from chat. No, I've been to this section. It's just that I got turned around, and I feel like the option in front of me is repeat all the combat to get back here, having demonstrated that I am capable of doing it, which just slows things down, or hopefully getting up this way. Okay, the wind is sounding familiar now. This guy's familiar. Oh, bullshit! Sorry. I totally did a heal after releasing the tornadoes. I was like, this will buy me enough time to do a heal, and it definitely did not. That's okay. This next run will be a lot faster, because now we know where to go. Yeah, no, the thing about Skyscraper, the Dwayne Johnson movie that I mentioned briefly, it's fine. Like, it's fine. I was just sort of generally disengaged with it beyond a certain point. It's fine. I don't know. I don't feel like anything about the project really does a lot with the fact that it's got Dwayne Johnson. Nev Campbell is there, I guess. I don't know. I have nothing to say about it because it was a movie. This does not feel like the right way. It is the other way. Okay. Why do I feel like I saw a third movie? Did we watch anything else? Oh, yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, the end of that was... just catching up on both Survivor and Big Brother Canada. Hey, by the way, Global TV, if you're out there, you know what you could do? Let Americans watch Big Brother Canada. We really want to see it, and if we're all going to be quarantined, it seems like a good time to grow your viewer base. I don't know if you've heard, but we also have Wendy's here, so the cross-promotion works well. Jeez, it's just all blades. If I stop attacking him, he's gonna get me. Oh, okay. I have, for a few different years now, been recommending to More Than a Mia, who you can find here on Twitch at twitch.tv/morethanamia, recommending to her that she apply to be on Big Brother US, and that's because I think that she would be excellent at a game that primarily relies on your ability to form relationships with people, fly under the radar, make friends. You know, if you can make friends and avoid being annoying, you will make jury on Big Brother Canada. On Big Brother America. And that is sufficient to wind up making a great deal of money. I think that with some of... Hold on.
You feel that? The vibrations of power that emanate from it.
No, but feeling isn't my strong suit. That said, I would recommend avoiding it.
Why?
If I may be blunt, what brews within is not part of your mission.
Interesting.
Based on some events from last year, I would also strongly recommend that Tashir consider going on. So I've been through this area. Oh, cool. So the Watcher kind of said, don't go in there. It doesn't have anything to do with your mission. And yet it's a little bit difficult to imagine that the giant whirlwind that is going after Fury at all times doesn't have something to do with her mission. Like, it seems intelligent and malevolent. That thought process, by the way, was going towards... I don't recommend that Mia go on Big Brother Canada, because Big Brother Canada is, it's not cutthroat in like a sinister sense, but man, the people on Big Brother Canada go there to play. Anybody who tells you that Anybody that tells you that that $500,000, which is the prize on the United States version of Big Brother, that's not enough money, and that's why we consistently get people on the show who have no interest in the game, and they're just there to build their Instagram followers. Oh, well, it's $500,000 isn't really enough money. Man, on Big Brother Canada, they play for $100,000. They're playing for 1/5 as much money, and somehow are always able to stack the cast full of people who have come there to game. Big Brother Canada is a tremendously entertaining game for people who like the strategy of a social game of something like Big Brother. And I think that people like Mia and Tashir could excel at that if they, you know, sat down and watched all the seasons and got a good handle on it. I think that Kevin Martin proved 2 seasons ago that the game of Big Brother Canada can be min-maxed to a point where you can guarantee yourself a victory beyond a certain, you know, if you can make it to this point in the game, you are guaranteed to win as long as you are properly prepared. But it would take a lot more preparation. Big Brother United States is a cakewalk compared to that. You make 5 times as much. Go do that. Mia says that she shudders at the idea of being on Big Brother. Yeah, well, yeah, for $500,000, you'd be able to shudder in luxury. Thank God. Okay. By the way, I'm not sure that I've said this. Brave, I hope that you are also having a good Sunday. Maybe I did. I seem to recall you saying that it's been pretty good so far. Oh, and you'd asked about frame rate drops. This area, it's not like with the drills, but this area with the whirlwind does seem to be unsettling things. The frame rate is less steady than normal. Well, the skull is pointing to the end of the hall and then outside. I am not sure what else I should be taking from that. Yeah, and if I go up there right now, it's going to rip me apart, so... Okay, it seems to have moved away, or moved past. Let me haul ass towards that subway entrance. Hopefully this is what I'm looking for. Hey, Volgrim. Volgrim, have I been in here before?
What would you ask of this humble merchant? Take your time.
Okay, I've got 2,000 souls.
This will be fun for both of us.
I could feed him the souls. I don't think I've got any other particular purpose for them at the time. Let me see if I've got any lurcher caches to break apart. Yes. Okay, that is enough for a level. And I think a level is the way to go. Also, did I get, Oh, I have 6 pieces. Yes. Okay, we're gonna go back and do an upgrade.
Please take your time.
Done. You know what I would have preferred? I've been trying to think of how I personally would have improved that serpent holes interface where it's just a menu. If they had laid it out on a map that sort of showed the different zones and how they interrelate, and at first the zones are obscured so you can't see like how large the map is, but then as you unlock new areas, it zoomed out and like added those zones to the map so it wasn't like spoiled from the beginning, but you could sort of see geographically where they were, more or less like a Middle Earth map. That would have been, I would have had a much easier time with that, I think. Upgrade enhancement. No, it is this one.
Down a mighty hard
There we go.
Some of my best work.
Now I just need a chunk of adamantine. All right, so the next time I get pieces, I could upgrade the mallet, the chains, or the edge.
Interesting. All right.
And
Let's
this,
see
I'm
what I
pretty
can
sure
do
I can't
for
do yet. No. So I could blow my wad on getting the demonic artifact all the way leveled up. Evade invincibility window. So let me ask a question, because Brave is one of the only people that might know, and I could Google this, but this is an important question. At this moment, I have... So the Angelic Obscurus, this is the thing that increases my evade invincibility window. That's on the glaive, with the logic being that the glaive is on Fury all the time. Am I getting the benefit of that evade invincibility window, or does that have to be on a primary weapon in order for that ability to fire? Like, I could Google that, but I don't actually know that I'm getting benefit from it when it's on the glaive. Like, maybe I should swap it out for, yeah, this thing. And the answer is going to influence which of the upgrades that I do, which is why I'm asking.
How can my hammer be of service?
Because the other upgrades that you do on the secondary weapons, my sense is that you only get the benefit from them when they are actively equipped.
All right.
But I could be
Let's see
wrong.
what that
It could be
can
that the passive one always benefits you whether you have that weapon and hairstyle up or not. This would be the other one that'd be really, really good to get. The Balanced Fortifier. Because that one is... Just check to see which weapon I have that one on. Yeah, that's the whip one. So that would make the whip do a lot more damage all around.
And,
I might do that one.
What's your back?
If I did, I'd need 5 demonic ones, yes. Okay, so Braith is confirming all passives of all weapons are active at all times, regardless of whether or not you have that active. Okay, that is very good to know. Thank you.
Take your time.
Wait, I don't need 5 anymore. I need 3. Really? Hold on a second. I thought it still said 5 up here. Maybe I just didn't look carefully. When you see me running back and forth, it's because I really, really don't want to waste currency. Technically, the souls are unlimited in that you can farm for them, and I really like the combat, so the farming wouldn't be that bad. But
Let's see what that can
kind of
do.
prefer not to. So, yeah, this one says here that I have... Oh, he has 10 in stock. That's what that means. Okay. So, I've got an important decision to make. I can upgrade this, which is plus 20% health all the time. Thumbs up on that. And plus 20% damage with the whip, which is my primary weapon all of the time. Or, I could do this one, which would give me a lot more havoc and a lot more evade invincibility. Oh, but the havoc is only generated by the glaive in that case, so I would still need to swap that out. And if I swapped it out for this, I'd be losing... I wouldn't be losing anything, because the passive is always on. So if I put this onto the whip, I'd get a lot more havoc, and also still get the evasive invincibility window. Huh. I really want that havoc upgrade. Yeah, this one I don't care about as much. Well, I would need 5 anyway.
And, what's your back, eh?
Brave is also saying that I'd be losing power on the whip to swap that over. Yeah, because I am getting the plus 5%. I think I'm going to upgrade the whip with the current thing. I don't think I'm going to do the evade invincibility. I really, really like that upgrade, but the Havoc form... I've made it this far without over-reliance on the Havoc form, so I think I'd rather get the straight-up upgrade on the whip. Okay. By the way, I'm level 46. How did that happen? Okay, so we're going to smash up at least one of these. I think only one of those for now. And now we're gonna show me your wares, and I'm gonna buy 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
As you wish. Do make sure they scream.
This is, by the way, this game of the 3 Darksiders game, by a wide margin, the most consideration I've put into weapons and layout. Now, that might be because I played the last 2 games on normal difficulty instead of hard, but I prefer to think that this game just has more interesting mechanics. All right, I'm going to commit to this, because this is just all around good. It's somewhat more health, but a lot more damage on my primary weapon. I think that's the way to go.
I didn't think it was possible, but now you're even deadlier.
All right. And I would need another Essence of the Chosen and a whole mess of angelic artifacts to do any of the others. So maybe someday, but no time soon.
What do you, Fury?
Ricardinho, hello. Thank you very, very much for the 100 bits. Never necessary, but always very much appreciated. Ricardinho says, what's up? Thought I should try out how I could cheer bits. I hope that worked. Yes, it definitely did. Thank you very, very much.
Please take your time.
You are joining probably one of the most upgraded streams that we've done of Darksiders 3. We've leveled up Fury a whole bunch, and I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable with her power levels now. Ricardo, I hope that you are having a great Sunday. I hope that it is safe. I'm not sure that you and I have ever discussed which country you are from, but different countries are experiencing different levels of sort of social interruption at the moment. So wherever it is that you are, I hope that things are going well. Okay. Oh, boo. Boo to you. Stop it. Come down here, block. Okay, well, not on me, please. Okay, the last time I faced the wind puzzle, it was in response, or like there was a side tunnel that I was missing. Hopefully I just have to be a little bit faster than this. Slide! Okay. Not quite gonna cut it. Yeah, the asshole tornado brings it all the way back. Ricardinho is from Germany. You know something? We probably did discuss that. I apologize. We meet a lot of people here on Twitch. Or if we didn't discuss it explicitly, you have certainly brought it up. The only thing I can think of is that I just have to be faster, so... Sprint. Okay. I'm missing something. Because that doesn't seem doable with the tools that I have. Maybe I can lure the tornado over here, far enough at least, then run down here before it gets its self back on track. Oh no, it's just being an asshole over here immediately though. Ricardinho, whatever your part-time job is, I hope that you're able to find a way to do it safely. It feels like not the best time to be doing a lot of face-to-face interactions if it can be avoided. And I know that not every business is treating their employees very well right now. Yeah, if there was like a Batman slide, I think I could make it under there. Okay, so let's stop doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and try to figure out what I'm missing. Because this tornado just comes over and ruins everything immediately. Trouble is, I don't see anything else here. Yeah, but I can now come back here, right? So the gate opens all the way up. Is there one mode that's faster? Is there any dashes that I'm forgetting about? Well, I could float over there, but I don't think that float is faster than sprint. Brave is saying the room is a self-contained puzzle. It's badly designed, seriously not a good puzzle. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better that I'm not overlooking something specific. I'm trying to think of any variation on what I've tried to do so far. Because as soon as I start running, the wind is going to come and pick up the block, and then I can't make it through. I can't make it to the end of the hall quickly enough. Oh, wait. What if I freeze the block? Does that in any way prevent it from being picked up? No, it doesn't do anything. Oh! Not only does it not do anything, but it just gets Fury insta-killed. Ricardo is saying that they really care about... Brave is saying that's it. Okay, I'll give that another shot. Ricardo is saying that it isn't easy to avoid face-to-face contact, but they're really dedicated to having people... wash their hands. Well, the problem with that is that washing your hands is great if you are not going to be, you know, hey, avoid touching your face and make sure that you wash your hands, and that will help to limit your exposure to the virus. But if you are face-to-face with someone, the other major form of transmission that appears to be true is just sort of, I don't know of the proper phrase, but just sort of the aerosol effect of talking to somebody face to face. Like having their breath wafting towards you seems to be a method of transmission. Now, I'm no epidemiologist, so if I'm incorrect on that, so be it. But it just seems like... Okay, I need to find a way to do that faster. In other words, like, washing hands is very useful up to a point. Simply standing away from other people is also very useful. Like, for example, I work a job where I have the expectation that I will be able to mostly avoid face-to-face contact with people. Not because I'm antisocial, although I am, just for their safety and mine, and it's going to be just fine. For people who have to work a retail job and be face-to-face with people at the register, that's a lot harder to achieve. Okay, so stand as far back as I can. Okay, it does appear to freeze a little bit, so I want to freeze it and then be purple and run forward so I don't get picked up. Ready, steady, go. Go. Go! Okay. See, I maintain that it is not a spoiler.
I'm ending this here.
If you have the idea on your own, and then you try it, and it doesn't work out, and you go to give up on it, and then somebody says, no, wait, you're on the right track. That's not a spoiler. That's just keeping you, it's saving you the time of then trying a bunch of unsuccessful other things. That's my thought on it. It's always helpful to have somebody say, no, you got it. Just stick with it. Have faith in yourself. Okay, so that came up, and I don't know why I care about that having come up yet. Gotta look around. So yeah, to Brafe and anybody else who's sort of working in any kind of a service industry where they will be reporting to work, be safe to the extent that you can. I don't know what else to advise because we're all in different circumstances, you know? Oh boy, I should have paid more attention to this mechanism when I threw the switch. And just out of curiosity, I can't throw it again, right? No. If I switch to flame power, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be instantly dead. Okay, this thing came up, but what did it do? Now, even Purple Power Fury is going to get...
Smell it. Fuel could be useful.
Oh, you read my mind.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Reading.
Ah.
Congratulations on your victory, Mistress. I hope it was worth risking everything.
Did you hear it?
I heard only your screams and a monster dying.
Perhaps. Or perhaps the universe holds much more mystery than I ever imagined.
What does that mean, Mistress? I detest philosophy.
Did I miss a... I feel like there's a line of missing dialogue there. I feel like Fury did not respond to the Watcher's question. Well, the great irony is that having now successfully upgraded the whip with an awesome new, like, enhancement ability, there's been nothing to hit with it yet. I really want to whip something. Okay, well, the dumbass tornado is gone. I'm gonna go get some of these collectibles that we can see in the distance. Yeah, what's interesting, so our Brafe is saying that they did not adequately teach the user about the stickiness of ice. Yeah, what I'm finding is that as opposed to an ice ability, it feels a lot more like the stasis ability from Dead Space, where it sort of causes something to move in slow motion as opposed to just being cold. Okay, so that is now pointing in that direction, which makes sense, because I think this is the area that I could never reach before. And that could definitely have used some greater explanation. Oh, you know what else we watched? Summer Rental, starring John Candy. I don't have anything to say about Summer Rental
We're
starring
safe
John
for now,
Candy.
But you're an idiot if you think anything ahead will be easy.
Are you ready for another round with Wrath, Mistress?
Second and last. I owe him a proper beating.
Okay, always glad to have an angelic artifact. Okay, well, that's where the skull is pointing. Let me just see if there's any other shortcut or anything else. Oh, are we back in the main Vulgrim room? We are back in the main Vulgrim room. I've got 2,600 souls, not including all the things that I've got, all the ones that I've got in Lurcher caches. And wherever I go next is probably going to be extremely lethal. So, oh, and I have an attribute point for some reason. Where did I get this from? That's somewhere. Okay.
What would you add? This will be fun for both of us.
Yeah, let's bank all the souls for now.
As you wish.
We can always smash open the Lurcher caches. My go-to example of a game where I made some use of a walkthrough. Oh, hold on.
Who knew the apocalypse would have so many elevators?
Must you fill the silence with your chatter?
Are you suggesting the Great Fury does not enjoy the pleasure of my company?
Pleasure is not the word I'd use.
You wound me, mistress. Have I not been the voice of guidance on this mission?
I will admit, you are not completely useless.
You flatter me, mistress.
Don't get used to it.
Sounds like a terrible battle. Which means we'll be running headlong towards it.
You're learning!
Especially when you're this angry. In some other reality, I could have loved you, Fury. Some are born, some will be bred.
Oh boy. Alright, he's taking way too much damage. There's something wrong. There's no way I am halfway through this battle. Hey, hey, buddy! The fight's over here, jackass. Okay, well, he is healing from attacking them, so... Sucks. I'm sorry, buddy. Are you wrath or cowardice? it is possible that what I'm supposed to be doing here is fighting the minions to kill them before he can feed on them. But the camera is really locked in on him. All right, let's try killing some of the randos here. I was doing perfectly fine up until I decided to switch things up. So for anybody who's sort of like casually observing, the situation there is I can do a lot of damage to him, but then he sort of runs away and heals up, and he did that several times. Got him real low at least once, but since I can't seem to do enough damage to overcome his feeding off of Wrath ability... Oh, please tell me I don't have to sit through the entire... Yo, yuck. Well, we'll get through this as fast as we can. I'm thinking that what I have to do is take away his source of healing. I'm not sure that I can kill them. All right, let me try to get these guys. Okay, a bunch of them are dead. And yet there's just more guys. So maybe I have to fight him to a point where, like, Fury will make some revelation, like, my god, I can't fight him. I have to go destroy this other thing. Boy, I can fight Wrath until I go to not fight him, and then his attacks become undodgeable because I can't see when they're coming. Also, it looks like a bunch of these guys are angels, so I can't attack them at all. I think this time I'm going to refocus on Wrath again, specifically, and see if I can either wear him down, or if either Fury or Watcher will give some indication of what I should be doing differently, because I don't feel like I can hit him fast enough to stop the healing, but maybe something switches up if you go far enough into the fight. Let me give that a let me go for an endurance run here, and if nothing procs soon, then we will re-examine options. But the big gold guys in their armor, they seem like angels, and Fury is not doing any damage when I go over to them. I swear to God I dodged that. Or I dodged. Would have liked to see an animation to go with it. Get the best of that at all. Come here. Jump, jump. I'm thinking maybe if I slow him enough with the thing. Come on. Oh, get over here, dude. Jump, jump. Oh, this guy is exhausting. I don't feel like this is the correct way to beat him. Jump, jump. Okay, if I can't beat his guys, and I can't beat him, maybe there's something else in the environment that I should be paying attention to. And hit him in the face a little bit more? Alright, is there anything else here? If this was a just straight up fight against this guy, I'd have beat him 15 minutes ago. It is his healing factor. It's like fighting Wolverine. You get him down to a drop of blood and he just regenerates the whole rest of the body. Okay. There's nothing to drop on him. I can tag these guys with the glaive. I'm not sure if that's useful. Oh, I'm out of healing. Okay. This is not a fight that's going to be won through brute force, at least not that I can see. And I can't seem to take his demon friends out. And even if I take the demons out, he seems to be feeding an equal amount off the angels. I don't see any way to stop them from spawning in. Although, again, maybe I'm just not looking in the right part of the level yet. I can slow him down momentarily by using the ice power on him, but it's not enough. I mean, it seems to help marginally stop him. You know, it gives me an extra few seconds to work with it, but it's not enough to stop him from healing back up to full. I could try using the Fury attack on the hammer ability. That tends to do a lot of damage in a sort of in a radius. Let's try it here. Oh, wait, I don't have full Fury. Okay. Brave is asking what level is the ice weapon. It is a little bit behind the others by like a point or two. Let's actually... Oh, I don't think it'll show here. Oh, it will show here. So, yeah, +6, also +6 on Mallet of Scorn and Chains of Scorn. So, it is only the Lance and the Barbs that are higher than that. Which, I mean, probably indicates that the weapon I should be focused on most... Whoa! Oh, boy. Oh, I'm off to a fantastic start. I should probably be fighting mostly with the lance weapon, since that does the most damage, both in terms of its level and the fact that I have Fury making use of her storm armor that gives a further bonus to it. He's saying 9 barb with 20% damage output. So maybe just focus on that. Yeah, let's give that a shot. so close! Yes! I don't... Okay, whatever. Okay. Oh, this is completely fair. Okay. Okay, this is more what I was expecting. Not sure even a little bit how to counter that.
Skillfully it appears. Am I still beautiful? Thanks for the assistance.
Watching, not speaking.
Huh. We're all learning something on this little sojourn.
I have some thoughts about that fight, because it was a lot of fun to do, and yet the structure of it, at least on challenging, seemed to be mostly just a test of how much damage you could put out. Like, you can either put out the required amount of damage, or you are not going to be able to pass that guy, which is an odd way to structure it. In any event, there was nothing else up there, right? Like, I mean, it sort of brought me back down here, so I'm going to assume not. So, as far as I know, we can now make a beeline straight to Pride, right? Like, she's the last one. So, let's go see what that's like. She hangs out at a church, if I remember correctly. Which, that doesn't look quite right. No. 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 And then this is this area. So I think it must be back here. Which of these was the church? Do we remember? Well, West End looks a little bit churchy. Not quite. Yeah, so Brave is confirming that's the test. That's a weird test, because, like, if I had been built slightly differently or hadn't spent as many souls on upgrading the weapons or whatever, it feels like it would have potentially just been a huge roadblock. Like, it's not a test of skill, it's a test of your build. Which I'm not complaining, it seems a little bit surprising. Like, are you a high enough level to continue past this point? I am looking for the church. Oh, there it is. That's the church, right? I guess technically any of the fights. So, I feel like I've probably been under-leveled for a lot of the game just due to my own purchasing decisions. That's on me. But through enough skill, I always felt like, okay, this is ultimately going to be manageable. And yes, I do see the tear. I'm just looking to see if there's any other interesting thing I can do now that I have a whole bunch of new abilities. For example, looks like I didn't need a new ability to do this, just enough common sense to go through the big hole in the wall. But in contrast to, like, okay, if you dodge enough, if you avoid enough hits, if you're good enough, you can sort of brute force your way through it. Wrath is, no, you straight up can't do this unless you... Oh, boy. Unless you are a high enough level to overpower his Wolverine ability. One of the reasons that I like Obsidian games a lot, Pillars of Eternity 2, Tyranny, The Outer Worlds, is that they are very careful to only include options that they are going to support. In other words, there are no non-viable builds, at least not in the well-designed Obsidian games. You can play the game, like, if you see an option to go with a dialogue-heavy build, you can do that. That is going to be a viable option to make it through the game. There's not going to be a point in time where it's like, oh, sorry, I didn't go with the damage build? Well, this part of the game is literally uncompletable for you. Looks like we can go up higher there. Brave is saying that they're requiring you to have gathered enough stuff to have passed the test. That's... okay, so... Yes. And I think what it's reminding me of is... This is going to be a deep cut for some people. I don't know if you guys ever played Jet Force Gemini. It was a Nintendo 64 game. And as you're playing through Jet Force Gemini, there was a... There's like little teddy bears that you can save. They're like natives of the planet that you're on. And you have the option to save them, and, you know, you get, like, it fills in at the end, oh, you saved, you know, 3 of the 5 teddy bears. And it's like, oh, okay, that feels pretty good. But then at a certain point in the game says, oh, hold on, you didn't save all the teddy bears? All of them in the entire game? Go back. Get them. Replay all of the levels where you didn't save all the teddy bears, and now you get to go back and do it again. And suddenly the thing that you had firmly believed was an optional objective that you could do now suddenly becomes the hurdle that you have to get past in order to progress with the game. That is, like, that's not what happened here. Okay, so I'm just drawing, like, a comparison to a different game. But it feels that way, where it's like, oh, you know, built your character in a way that focused more on your defensive skills as opposed to being able to do damage. Or you wanted to do, like, that Dark Souls things that people like to do, where they go in with, like, I've never leveled my character, I've, like, spent my... You know, I don't know how you do it. But you know the people who play Dark Souls, like, naked with, like, their starting weapon and play the entire game without ever getting hit? Ooh. Hold on. No. No, wait, I literally just said no. I said no! Okay. She just bounces back out. I'm haunted by the idea that I might have reached that point and not been able to do it. And maybe the game is actually balanced well enough that you can. You know, I'm just sort of thinking through how that could have gone a different way. Anyway. There have been... Oops. There have been, on a number of occasions, a boss or, like, somebody that I would see and be like, okay, I'm not ready for this. I believe that they probably have other aspects of the Chosen. I would like to find at least one more before I attempt to go further into the game. So before I do that, hold on, let me get through some of these guys. I think I remember where one of them was. I have a distinct memory. Oh, hold on. This is going to be a second. I have a memory of being in the sewers and of going down a set of stairs and meeting a guy who was much too difficult. And I think I even remember where it was, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to find Vulgrim and see if we can go pay that guy a visit, because I figure I can probably beat him now. And if he... Ow. I'm out of healing. I have a real bad feeling about this. Yes, yes, heal! Give it to me! Oh, I can't believe that worked. Okay, let me find a Vulgrim. Yeah, because I'm at 1,700 souls. It doesn't feel like the most, but let me go pop in here real quick.
Greetings.
Oh, hold on, because this is really cool. And Brave is directly addressing what I just said. Brave has tried a level 1 run, so now I think that Wrath is never too far outside of your DPS. You can out-level things, but they are curved enough to make the game challenging at whatever level. Okay, if that, like, Brave is much more familiar with this game than I am, and as long as that is true, that's cool. That, like, I take it all back. Let's see. I don't want to do that. Don't think I want to do that. I'm going to just feed him souls.
This will be fun for both of us.
So, before we go fight Pride, for sure, one of the things that's going to... Oh, wait. Is Mia alive? It's after 6:30. Hold on a second. We're going to have to adjust things to see if Mia is live, because if so, we've gone over our allotted time. Turns out this game is really fun. Who knew? Okay, Chivalry is actually, we were trying to get there, but Chivalry is confirming that Mia is live. So, we're actually going to call it here. Sorry for the abrupt end, but I definitely want to rejoin Graveyard Keeper that is currently in progress. So, let's say goodbye to Vulgrim for now. Between this episode and next, one possibility, and I'm not swearing to this, I might go look up where the other hidden bosses are. And if I do, I will cop to it at the beginning of the episode, because I really like to fight some of them. I think it would be fun. I think that it would help to level up Fury with a couple upgrades I would really like her to have. We still need to buy some crafting materials if we're going to make that happen. But I'm not sure that I want to scour the world to find those parts. Big thanks to Brave. Big thanks to Tashir Games for sending over a huge raid. Thank you very much for that. Thanks to Chivalry. Thanks to More Than a Mia. Thanks to Ricardinho and Patikin stopped by. Anybody else who I might have mentioned, thank you so much, or forgotten to mention, thank you so much for stopping by. But we are going to send a raid over to twitch.tv/morethanamia and join her with some Graveyard Keeper currently in progress. Until next time, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.